Hello and welcome back to another episode of Toy Therapy. Yes, I'm back again with another figure review, and this time I'm having a look at the Captain America 1 in 12 from Mezco. And as a lot of people know, I'm a massive Captain America fan and a big Marvel fan. And when I seen this figure back at the New York Toy Fair going back just over a year ago, I knew I needed him in my collection. There's a couple more from that range I do fancy. I do fancy the Punisher, and I do fancy Daredevil as well, the classic Daredevil. So, but with my Mezco, I am going to be very, very choosy. There is a few more figures I do want to get my hands on, but at the moment though, space is running low in my collection, so I got to be really sort of choosy. The main reason I've gone for this particular figure, as you know, I said a second ago, I'm a massive Captain America fan, and this one just looks brilliant. It's what really I think the costume should really look like. You know, it's a good play of real as well as the comic book. So if I just take you around the box, you'll see reason why, and once I take him out, you can really see exactly what I mean. So you got a nice Captain America logo there. If I bring that in there, really nice. And you do get the nice picture of the shield. Okay, and you get the 112 on the box. Exactly the same on the side, and you get a bit of 112 there. And then you get yourself some really good action poses of Captain Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, and this figure just doesn't disappoint. There is a little bit of a problem with him, but it's a minor problem. But as the figures go, he is something spectacular. So if I quickly slide this out, if I can, yeah, and then you get like a door flap, all with magnets, which I really like. So it's a nice presentation of box. If I just move that out of the way, and then you get yourself a nice stars and stripes, and then you really get a nice display piece. Mezco are just phenomenal figures. They do some really good figures, really posable. They are getting to the price tag of what Hot Toys are starting to. At the moment, they retail for around about 75 quid and upwards, or 70 quid and upwards, really. But they are quite heavily posable, very similar to the Hot Toys and the Sideshow and so on, but they are a lot smaller, roughly around about 6 inches, or they're about 6 or 7 inches, around about that sort of ballpark. But yeah, so you're getting yourself a nice open window. You're getting yourself 2 heads. You get some other bits and pieces. You get a lot of hands, and the texture on the clothing is really quite special. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take him out, and I will take you through the figure. Here we go. I've taken Captain America right out of his prison. Okay, he does come with quite a bit of stuff, so let me just run through the hands. It does come with an extra, say, 4 sets of hands, left and right. You can get in, like, for example, bring this one together. You got a nice little pointing finger. If I can get that one into focus better, there we go. And the detail on that is brilliant on that glove, pointing finger there. You even got as well open, like an open fist. Maybe I can use that for holding the shield. You're almost getting like a salute hand there. Okay. And same with the other hands as well for the other side. Okay. I put on my shield with a hand on it as well, so I can pop it on, pop it off quite easily. Okay. You don't have to, but that's what I did. And it's a good quality shield as well. And that is a magnet as well, which I'll show you how that's going to work. Okay. It comes with a couple extra hand grenades. They are a bit small, but the finish on that is really good. It comes with 2, and it comes with a nice water bottle. It looks like a leather, and you got a little peg there, so you can peg him on. Okay. And as well, it does come with a really good head sculpt as well. I'm quite impressed with that. I mean, the paint job on that is brilliant. Really, really good. The flesh tone, the eyes, the mouth, the hair, very well done. And I quite like it. I'm not going to use it myself because I prefer Captain America with his cowl on, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. But let me just go and get the cap, because as I was taking out the box, I thought I a bit better get a better shot. So it comes with a knife as well, so I put that into there just to see what it looked like, and the knife finish is really good actually. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to be keeping that. Let's see, I might get that in there. There you go. And it fits really nice as well. So the hands pop on and off really easily. Let's show you now. As he says, pops on, pops off. I'm going to pop this one on now for you. Let's get that on a bit better. Yeah, as he says, I'm not doing a very good job of that. Ooh. It does go on. Maybe I should really take out the shield, but this is not going too well. But there we go, it's on. Okay, so you can have them with the shield on if you want to. As well, like I said, there's a magnet on there as well, so it really sort of stays firm as well, so there's no wobble at all. And there's magnets on both sides, and the magnets are just in here, which is actually really ingenious, to be fair. This can pop off as well, so you can put the water bottle on depending on how you want him. Okay, and he does have another couple of features, so let me just pop this hand off and let's have a look now what I'm gonna, yeah, I might have him with the saluting and have him a bit patriotic. So for any of your American watchers out there, yes, I am going to make him very patriotic best I can, and I most probably will be saluting with the wrong hand, but if I can get this pop on right. It's a bit difficult. Oh my god, I'm not doing very well with this. So let's try again. Okay. Yes, it does take a bit of a go, but yeah, like I said, I'm not doing too well with this. I might just use the closed hand there because that does seem to fit out a bit better. Here we go, got that on. Let's take away this hand, okay? This did take a bit of a go, but you don't have to use these particular hands, which I think is a good thing, because, like I said, you can just fold that over, and like I said, you've got a magnet here, so if you want to, and you can put it like that if you want to, and the magnet, see, it's a really strong magnet. And another thing which I found to be really quite cool, because they have thought about this a lot. There's even a magnet on the back of this here, which you don't have to put on, but I thought it'd be nice to put on. Okay, and there's a magnet on the back of there as well, so you can have Cap look like he's just having a shield on his back. So yeah, I really think that is a really good little feature, and the stitching work and the textile is exceptional, really exceptional. The only thing I don't like is part of the collar. I'm just being a bit too picky there, that's all. I think that collar, that could be lost maybe, but other than that though, it's good. I mean, I take you around the figure, so here you go, you got the accessories, and then yes, and you even got an arm bit as well, so it looks like he's jumping through the air and so on as well, face him into the Batman. Well, as well, a lot of these figures do come with these little arm accessories. But anyway, this is quite easy to take off, but I'm not going to take it off in the moment. But if I show you the stitching work and the... There we go. As you can see, they're really close up. Really good texturing. It's almost like a rubber there. And yes, the stitching's a bit big, but for this type of figure, it's going to. But I still think they've done a really good job. I mean, all this now is all actual cloth. That's like rubber sort of grafted onto the cloth, and you got a nice plastic front there. Okay, and then you've got the red, white and blue, sort of just really working really well there. There's no bleed on this figure at all. There's no bleed, which is good. And because there's no real paint job, the only paint you really got is only on the plastic bits, like the boots, nice tread there, the blade, the holster as well, the gloves, all nicely done. And like I said, the stitching is really done really well. You're only gonna see it is when you really bring it up close, and as you can see there, the texturing on that is just phenomenal for the figure of this size. I'm really impressed with it. I am going to keep it with the helmet on. It's how I think Cap should be. unless you're getting like an Agents of Shield version cap. But just feeling this is really nice. The only problem with having this type of thing onto a figure is you are restricted with regards to a bit of movement there, but you do have a lot to give, which I think is fantastic. They've really sort of looked into this and said, "Oh, what is the best range of movements we can get out of it?" So let me go through the range of movements with you, so you can really know exactly what you're buying. Okay, as you know, the head pops off, and there's a good range. Here you go. So that goes all the way around. So you can see the arm. It didn't go all the way around, but it goes best part. So you get a nice sort of like bicep swivel in there as well. You are getting a good elbow joint. You are getting a bit of a swivel on there as well, and you're getting a really good swivel around down there. Okay, exactly the same with the other arm as well. Okay, you are getting a little bit of a gut crunch, but it's not much. You are getting a bit of a twist on the chest, but not on the torso. I'm not bothered about that. The legs as well, you're getting quite a lot of movements there. It goes up quite well, so I'm quite impressed with that. Same the other leg as well. You're getting yourself a nice good foot swivel. You're not getting a swivel on there, but it's only basic movements on the leg, because it is a bit restricted when it comes to the cloth there a little bit, but they couldn't do too much. But overall, this figure is just good, so good. I've been wanting this for a while. Being a massive Captain America fan, it needed to be in my collection. I'm going to put him right next to my Batman. But I'm just so staggered with this particular figure. The size, the detail that they managed to get into it. And it's just, I'm just so over the moon with it. I picked it up at the Birmingham Con back in March. These normally retail for about 70 quid upwards. I managed to pick this up for 50 from Forbidden Planet. They had overstocks, so I managed. They had a couple there, so I picked one up. One of my first purchases of the day, really. I knew that was a good price, and really just had to have it. One thing which I forgot to go through was as well the base. Okay, it's a really good paint base, and as well you do have your peg you can put in. If, as he says, you can, but if you push that out, you better peg that in as well there, so you can get Cap into some really good poses. But it's up to you how you want to put him up. I'm also going to just put him on his base. I might have him in like in a saluting position, most probably. I'll see if I can get my arm up. But other than that, I most probably will have him with the shield on his arm, because I just think that just looks just as it's meant to be. It's a really good World War II cap. I would like them to see if they do a Bucky. I would like to see a Bucky, a classic Bucky, and I'd be really good, and I'd be really happy with that. But this figure has surprised me. I didn't know it had magnets. I know it had a few really good gimmicks to it, and like I said, the brace there to put the magnet on the back, the magnets on either side of the arms there. They thought about this figure, and they just really just went, you know what, let's just make it the best we can make it. And 112 Mezco are really pushing their figures in the moment. They've got a really good Thor Ragnarok coming out with Hulk and Thor, which looks brilliant. The Batman vs Superman looks really great. I think they're doing a Justice League in the moment, so they're getting some really good licenses at the moment. And if you really want premium figures, but not at the premium price, if you don't mind them being a bit small, go for these. I just love them to death. They're so affordable. They don't come out, they don't pump them out, so you can easily get a collection going. But if you're not a big fan of all of them, you can just get the ones you like. So that's what I'm doing. So I hope you enjoyed this particular video as much as I have reviewing it. So if you do watch this video and you watch my content regularly, I thank you. So I would recommend to leave me a comment. Let me know what sort of figures you're into. We have a bit of a discussion. I am on Facebook under Toy Therapy.